Everybody, it's Miss Glad. How is your Monday going? Sorry I can't be with you today. I am hoping to be there a little later in the week. So, if you could, we're going to do a little bit of review, especially with the Pythagorean word problems. So, let's do this one. We're going to do one together from what you learned on Friday, Thursday and Friday, I guess it was. And then we're just going to kind of gear up for some word problems, and we will be ending with a check-in today. So let's start from kind of a little refresher. The Pythagorean theorem. Here's what we know. We know that we have a formula, a squared plus b squared, which is equal to c squared. Excuse my bad handwriting here. Woo! And so we know that looking at every right triangle, we have two legs and a hypotenuse. Well, this one we're not sure. It says, do these measurements create a right triangle? And we are just giving these three measurements. We actually have to test them out. So I always know that the longest side right here is going to be the hypotenuse. And so our two legs, let's just call these A and B. So we're going to use our formula to check this out and test to see, hey, does this work? Does it make a right triangle? So I'm going to say, does 4 squared plus 7 squared, does that equal my hypotenuse, 8 squared? And just by taking a quick peek here, I can see that 16 plus 49 is equal to 64. So pretty quickly you can acknowledge that, 49 plus 16 is what, 65, which is super close, but it is not equal to 64. So my answer on this one would be these are not equal. No, it does not make a right triangle. It's likely an acute triangle, which the Pythagorean theorem does not work for. So sometimes we have to test using the Pythagorean theorem to make sure that it works. And in this case, it did not. So that's just a little refresher from last week checking that out. Now, today, here's kind of our to-do list. You, in just a moment, are going to get a Pythagorean theorem word problems. And the front side has problems 1 through 5. That is your assignment. So working with a table partner or your desk partner, I would like you to talk through, draw a picture, and solve those 5 problems. You will need calculators. Okay, notice there's a timer up here. So once all the papers are out, you'll have 15 minutes to work on those problems. And after 15 minutes, we're going to check those answers. Notice here highlighted number 3, you are going to do a check-in today, checking in on the Pythagorean theorem. That is an independent practice. You will have the remainder of the time in class to finish that up. There are 4 questions. You may use your notes. So when you finish that check-in, I did put a booklet in the student resource page just to kind of help you start reviewing for our tests that will be happening on Wednesday and Thursday this week. So, guest teacher, if you want to pause this video right now and hand out that Pythagorean theorem worksheet, and then go ahead and unpause, and I'll join you in just 1 minute. So let's take a look at the front assignment here. It says sketch the triangle described in the problem, then solve for the missing side. You may use a calculator and a round to the nearest hundredth. So here, hundredth, tenth, this one is asking for the hundredth, so that is 2 places after the decimal. So we're just going to keep up with that. That's no big deal. So I'm going to help you just set these first couple up to kind of get you on the way. So drawing, you're going to sketch a picture to help you see what are my legs, what are my hypotenuse, and that's going to make it easier to solve. So here, television screen size is determined by the length of its diagonal. If a 65-inch TV screen has a height of 33 inches, how wide is the TV screen? So I'm just going to sketch a drawing here of a rectangle. TVs are rectangle. And it tells me that the diagonal is how it is determined, that's determined the length. And right here it says it's 65 inches. Now we do know in every rectangle, we have 4 90-degree angles. So you can go ahead and put them in. And here's what I know. Either diagonal, doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to mark one diagonal, has a 65-inch length. Now it also has that the height, and I'm going to say the up-down part is the height, is 33 inches. Technically, the height or the width doesn't matter. They're both legs. But I do notice here, I'm going to say this is my side, my leg A. Leg B is missing. And I can see that my 90-degree angle here is touching both of my legs. So let's just set up our equation. We're solving for my missing leg B. So I'm going to say 33 squared plus B squared must equal my hypotenuse 65 squared. So you're going to put your line in, you're going to go ahead and solve, get that B alone, and you will have your selection, your answer. Number 2, let's just look at the setup. To get sheets of drywall into a house, construction workers carry the sheet diagonally through the opening. The opening is a 36-inch wide and 77 inches tall. What is the widest piece of drywall that can fit through the hole? So your door, let's say this is our door, and I'm going to come over here just to give me a little space. So if this is my door opening, let's go through and label what we know. We know that the opening is 36 inches wide and 77 inches tall. So we've got to carry that sheet of drywall, which is a large rectangle sheet, into that opening, which is going to be diagonal. So my diagonal, we have no idea the maximum length here that we can use. So this is missing. That is my hypotenuse. I do know the opening. The width of it is, we're going to say 36 inches. And I know that the height right here is 77 inches. So our job is to solve for the C. If you remember, that's the easiest one. So I'm going to say 36 inches squared. So there's my A squared plus my 77 inches squared. That's my other B, is equal to my hypotenuse squared. So please put your line and use your calculator. I believe you get a couple whole answers here for this one. If you look ahead, you've got question 3, question 4, and then question 5. Those are the ones that I'm asking you to complete. Okay, and you will have 15 minutes to complete those. So let's see, let me erase that part here. So as I look here at the next one, so to do, you're going to complete questions 1 through 5. If you've got some extra time, the backside of some challenge, give those a shot. At the end of 15 minutes, the guest teacher is going to go with you and is going to just go through your answers so that you can correct them to see how you're doing. And after that point, you will take your check-in. Now, your check-in is going to be independent. And that check-in, let's see, my clear is not wanting to go through here, but I was going to erase these. Oh, nope, I can't do it. That's okay. No big deal. So what we're going to do here, let me just fast forward. Let me show you a quick peek at the check-in. Let's go this way. And gosh, I wish I could find my eraser. I guess I'm a little rusty at this. I used to be. Oh, here it is. Okay. Well, does it work like a smartboard? No. But anyway, okay. So you're going to be getting going. Your check-in here, you're going to see you have 1 question, 2 questions, and 3 questions to go through. When you're done, you can just go ahead and flip that upside down, and the teacher will collect those check-ins, and you can head into the booklet review in the student resource page, Remember, our 2-day test is coming on Wednesday and Thursday. So go ahead and start that practice and have yourselves a dandy day. Hope to see you soon. Bye.